welcome to another card of the day. And just sort this camera a little bit. There we go. While we wait on TikTok doing its thing, and then we will get started. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's just put a little bit of more light in here. A little bit on the dull side. It's a little bit on the dull side. And we'll just wait until TikTok does its thing. Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Just going to wait a little while till notifications, etc. go out, and then we'll get started with card of the day and a little bit of chat in between, and then we will also read for 7 people, as I normally do when I come live. Hello, hello. Okay, we have people jumping on. Welcome, welcome everyone. For anyone that doesn't know me, I am the Mystic Witch, i.e. Lady Moonlight, and I come on and do readings quite a lot on here, and also do free readings on my profile as well. I have a readings list on there. Hello, 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 hello. Yay, we've got lots of people jumping in. Okay, let me just tag a few people, and then we will get started. Hello, Yashin. Hello, Ragdolly Sally. How is everyone tonight? Okay, give me 2 seconds, folks, until I share with a few people. Give them a shout out. Let them know, let them know. Let's see, who have we got? Okay, bear with me, folks, and we will get started. TikTok is being slow tonight. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. I'm good, thank you. Oh, what's TikTok? Give me a second, because TikTok's just playing up. I'm really, really good. Thank you so much. How's everyone else? Hello, hello. Okay, so for all the new viewers, I am the Mystic Witch, also known as Lady Moonlight. And I usually come on every night. Apart from last night, I was supposed to come on last night, but we went out for the day because the weather was really, really hot. So me and my partner went out to the seaside, and we didn't get back till late. But most nights I am on doing lives or doing meditation evenings or guidance evenings, etc. I also do little mini free readings on my profile here on TikTok, and it's just to help people with guidance from my readings. I also have a free daily readings list, daily healing list, sorry, so that anyone that is ill can DM me with their details and I can add them to my healing list. I'm a Reiki master as well and a spiritual healer, so I can send Reiki healing to those who need it. Hello, Colette. How are you? Hello, hello. Hello, Gemma. Okay, lovely to see people jumping on. So that's a little bit about me. I am registered blind, so I do tend to go near the screen to read your comments. If I do miss any of your comments, I do apologise. So what I normally do is I start with the card of the day, and then I pick 7 people at random. And then those 7 people get a reading. Just a little mini, free mini reading. I'm really good, thank you. Oh, thank you for the likes, folks. Likes, shares, and sending the love is always appreciated. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and what I do. I've been on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for many years. But anyone that knows Facebook just now is just kind of going downhill, and it's not the same as it used to be. And then a friend of mine said, your talents are wasted here, why not try TikTok? So I've tried TikTok, love TikTok, met some amazing people who have, and you've all made me feel welcome, so thank you so much. Hello, Anne-Marie, lovely to see you. Hello, Tinker. Yes, they've quietened down some bit since we put in a side gate, and now he doesn't know whether we're in or out, etc., etc. So, yeah, it's lovely and peaceful. Hello, Lynn. Hello, beautiful. Nice to see you. Yeah, I hope so too. Oh, do you know what? I'm needing to get my infills done because my nails are growing at a horrendous pace. But yes, I'll still stick to the witchy theme because I do like black. But I'm thinking maybe black or red, black with flames. What do you think? What do you think, girls? Black at the tips and maybe red flames, or black at the tips and yellow flames? I don't know, something like that. I'm a fiery witch, what can I say? Magical witch. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. My YouTube doesn't go anywhere. I'm actually thinking about changing my other YouTube channel, The Mystic Witch. The Mystic Witch doesn't get a lot of follows and subscriptions as the Lady Moonlight. I've had the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel for years, and it's got a lot of my personal life on there, with my partner, all my favorite music. It's got a meditation list, etc., etc. So I'm thinking about changing my Mystic Witch one to something else. We do travel a lot, so I'm thinking about changing the Mystic Witch one to a travel channel and keeping the Lady Moonlight one. Oh, I hope you get picked. Yes, Macassie. That's why. Thank you. I'm glad you jumped on because because I'm going to put you on this list. Also, if Anne Mann comes in tonight, I will add her as well, because yes, the internet or TikTok or something went wrong, and I just could not get back on to finish the reading. So Makasi, you're going to be one of the first ones. I never forgot. I kept your name and I was hoping that you would pop on next time I was on live, which you have, which means I can pick a card for you tonight instead. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to start with card of the day first. I'm going to use my Old Faithfuls for card of the day, and then I'm going to use my moon cards for everyone else's readings, because we have a full super moon tonight. The energy is high, so if anyone has crystals, get them out in the full moon. If anyone has negativity to release, write what you want to release on a bay leaf with a black pen. Burn the bay leaf and then cast it to the wind. Gone. So yeah, I always get my crystals out. I make moon water on a full moon, especially the super moon. Absolutely love that it's a super moon, because the energy on a super moon is 3 times stronger than the energy on any other moon. So it's a great time for setting intentions. It's a great time for releasing anything that you don't want to carry into the future with you. Spell work is enhanced, healing work is enhanced, etc. So yeah, I just love full moons. Good evening, Anne Man. Yes, Anne Man's come in. Anne Man, we were just talking about you. Your ears must have been ringing because cut the other night and you were due to get a reading. So I've put your name on the list along with Makasi, because that was the only 2 I never got round to reading the last time. Oh, our home is full of crystals. Love crystals. Use them for different things, for healing, for energy. You can put clear quartz in water and let it sit in the water for a while. It charges the water. And then when you drink it, you're drinking fully charged water, and it does. You can taste the difference between a crystal water or just ordinary water. Hello, Hazel, Hazy Apps. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle my Old Faithful cards to do a card of the day, which is a general card for everyone that happens to be on my live tonight. And then I'm going to pick 5 names. I've already got 2 because my last live crashed on me and I couldn't get back on, and 2 people were supposed to get lives then. So Anne Man and Makasi are our first 2, but I will be doing a random draw for 5 other names after I've done the card of the day. Thank you so much for the follows, everyone. Thank you for the likes and the shares. You are all amazing. Okay, let me just shuffle these cards and see what our card of the day has to say to everyone. So who else has been feeling the energy of the moon already? It rises at 10:35 tonight, which it's already risen. And it goes down at the AM. I think it's something like 3 AM or something. It goes down, but it is a supermoon. So it is at its largest. Okay, so the card of the day is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups often represents new feelings, new emotions. You might be feeling a little off kilter, and that's not surprising with a supermoon. Some people might be feeling agitated or anxious. Some people might be feeling more worried. Some people might be feeling more energized and they just can't sleep and they have no idea why they can't sleep, etc. Chances are it's because of the full moon, which does play havoc with your emotions, your feelings. If you think about the moon controlling the tides, if the moon can control the tides, it can control us as well, because 85% of our body is water. The rest is all bones and muscle, etc., etc. So it doesn't come to any surprise that when there's a full moon, we're going to be affected some way or another. And depending on how our physical makeup is made, it affects people in different ways. Yes. Yep. If you're feeling emotional, if you feel like you could cry at the drop of a hat, or somebody tells a funny story or somebody tells you a sad story, etc., and you just burst into tears, or you watch a movie that you don't normally cry at. If you're feeling, happy one minute, sad the next, mixed emotions the next, yes, blame the full supermoon. And a supermoon is when the moon and the earth are as close as they can get. So the moon appears to be 3 times bigger. That also means it's 3 times stronger. So where you might not feel a lot of emotions on a normal full moon, you're going to feel something on a supermoon. So yes, definitely. So that would explain your feelings, that you're feeling emotional. Some people get angry. They go the opposite way. Some people get really agitated. Some people get very, very tearful. Some people just feel like they've been on like an energy drink and they just can't settle. I knew a lady who every time there was a supermoon, whether she wanted to or not, she was up cleaning the house because she just wanted to burn off the excess energy that the moon was giving her. So it affects everybody different. Hello, Juxie or Juxie. So yes, be prepared for feeling all different types of emotions today, just because it is the supermoon. Drinking extra water can also limit the effects of the moon if they are like supercharged, because you don't want to be dehydrated on a full moon. Also, putting your crystals out on a full moon, especially a supermoon, they're going to be super extra charged. As well as moon water. You can make moon water. You simply get a clear jug with a lid, or a clear bottle that has a lid on it, because you don't want little nighttime flies getting in your water. You can put a quartz crystal in the water if you want to, before you put it outside in the moonlight. And overnight, the moon charges the water along with the clear quartz crystal. You can then bring that water in and you can use it for spell work. If you're feeling that you need a little bit extra energy, you can drink it. You can put it in your bath water. You can do 101 things with moon water. Colette, feeling irritable is also one of the effects of the moon, especially a supermoon. The good news is, when the supermoon starts to ebb away, then you won't be so irritable. So I hope that helps. Okay, now that we've done the card of the day, I'm going to do a draw for 7. I'm going to pick 5 people at random because we've already got 2 names from the previous one that didn't get a reading. So I'm doing them first. So I need another 5 names. So what I normally do is anyone that would like a chance of getting picked for a mini reading tonight, start sharing your emojis, your favorite emojis. Could be hearts, could be flowers, it could be anything, butterflies, unicorns, anything that you like. And as the emojis start floating up the screen, I will pick 5 that I'm drawn to, and those 5 will get a mini reading tonight. If you don't get a reading tonight, I will be back tomorrow doing another readings night. So you can always join me tomorrow night as well. Failing that, I do have a readings list here on TikTok. It's on one of my pinned posts. Just ask for a card. I put you on my readings list, and then whenever I've got a free half hour or so, I do those little mini readings on my TikTok bio and tag your name in your reading. So there's lots of ways to get a reading. Okay, so let's start rolling those images up the screen, and let me pick 5 of them to get a reading tonight. You can roll them as many times as you like. Just keep them moving. The more images you throw up, the more hearts you throw up, etc., then the more chances you get of being one of those 5 to get a reading. So keep them going. Okay, Ragdolly Sally. Ragdolly Sally is the first one that drew me. Okay, keep the others going. We need 4 more. 4 more. Who have we gonna have? We need 4 more images. Okay, Colette Gallagher. Well done, Colette. Okay. We need 3 more. Hazy Apps. Well done, Hazy Apps. Okay, 2 more. 2 more. Who's gonna go? Only Girl 733. Okay, last one. Last one. Who's gonna have a chance? Yes, they are free. We just need to throw up the images on the screen, and 1 more will get picked for tonight. if you're not picked, if you're not the last one picked for tonight, I'm back tomorrow giving another 7 free readings. And I also do free mini readings on my profile. If you go to the pinned post on my profile and ask for a card, I add you to my readings list. And then I do little mini readings on my profile and I tag you in your reading. Okay, so keep those emojis rolling and we will see who we have. Okay. Who have we got? Keep those emojis rolling. Okay, Anne-Marie is the last one. Well done, Anne-Marie. Okay, so the 7 that we have is Macassie, Anne Man, Ragdolly Sally, Colette, Gallagher, Hazy Apps, Only Girl 733, and Anne-Marie. Well done to the 7. As I said, I will be back tomorrow night for those that didn't get picked. So 7 more people have a chance tomorrow night to get picked. Failing that, you can always go to my profile page and ask to be added to my readings list. I have it on my pinned post. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I love helping people with my readings. Okay, so let's get the moon cards out. And our first one is Macassie. Where is our beautiful Macassie? Okay, let's shuffle these moon cards tonight. Now, all of my live videos that I do are now shared onto my YouTube channel, which is Lady Moonlight channel. I do have the Mystic Witch channel, but that's going to be changing just shortly, just because it doesn't have a lot of subscribers on that one. I have more subscribers on my Lady Moonlight one, and I'm going to change the Mystic Witch one into more of a travel channel, because myself and my partner do a lot of traveling and we'd like to share all of our sort of travels and journeys with you all. So that one's going to be changed into a travel. Yay! Hello, Macassie. Let's shuffle these cards for you. I'm so glad you and who was the other one? Anne Man came back on, because it means you didn't miss out on your readings the other night. I have no idea what happened to TikTok. 1 minute I was doing your reading and the next minute it just poof, off it went. My tablet was still on, it's just that the readings weren't on. So I have no idea what happened there. Hopefully the energy of this full moon doesn't kick me off tonight, so I'm going to try and get through as many of these 7 readings as possible, just in case. Okay, let's see what Macassie's moon card is. I thought the moon cards were going to be a really good one because it is full supermoon tonight. Okay, Macassie, time to step out of your comfort zone, and it is the North Node card. Okay, I feel that there is something that you would really, really like to do, but there's something stopping you. Maybe it's fear factor, maybe it's fear of failure, or maybe you're more worried about what other people are going to think, etc., etc. For example, a lot of people that start their own businesses, etc., a lot of people like myself do online business, and they get a lot of their friends judging them. Oh, who does she think she is? Look at her with her own business from home or whatever. But you know what? The fault's not with me. The fault's with them. And it's the same with you. This card is saying to you, come out, it's time to step out your comfort zone and show your beautiful colors. Never ever be afraid to do something that fills your heart's desire. It might have had, this idea might have been in your head for a long time, and you've been playing with it but not doing anything with it, if that makes sense. Hello, Kelly. I'm doing fine, thank you. Hello, Karine. Okay, so whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, but just keeping up here and not doing it because you're more worried about what people are going to think about you, or you're thinking, what if people think it's too crazy? What if people don't like me for doing it? What if it doesn't work? There's a lot of what ifs I feel going on here. But you know, if it's what if I fail, change that. What if you succeed? How wonderful will that be, right, if you succeed? And here's the thing. Why should we worry about how other people see us if we are being true to ourselves? Because ultimately, if you're true to yourself and you are being you 100%, those that walk away because of that, they're not in your friend circle, right? If they can't support you as a friend for being you, they're not your friend. So let them walk. Wish them well with their life. Because here's the thing, when you step out your comfort zone and you start to be you, yes, you may have people walk away, but the people that you will start seeing coming into your circle, they're the keepers. They're the ones that will stay, because they're the ones that will bond with you because of who you are. You know, I have a lot of, as a spiritual person, I have a lot of friends, but I have a lot of haters as well. And here's the thing, most of my haters, or most of my ones that don't like me, are usually other healers or other readers. And it could be through jealousy. It could be through, you know, oh, she's got more followers than me, so I don't really like her, or whatever. And it's that fault does not lie with me. I'm simply coming on and being myself. I know what my calling in life is. Right? My calling has always been to help other people, whether it's through my readings, whether it's through my healings, whether it's through my knowledge. And my knowledge is vast because I'm a starseed, I'm an indigo child, so I've lived many past lives. I'm a spiritual being having a human existence on this planet, because the planet is in danger. Mother Earth is dying. So you're going to be seeing more earth angels. You're going to be seeing more star seeds, because the universe is sending us to help, to guide, and to heal Mother Earth as well with our guidance. Now, I could turn around and say to myself, oh my gosh, what if people judge me for it? Well, people have, but that's their judgments. And that's for them to come to terms with. That's not for me to come to terms with. And, you know, I'm a solitary person. I kind of just do my path anyway. And really, I'm not really bothered if people like me or people, because here's the thing. We're not for everyone. Right? Everyone's not going to like you. Yes, there are going to be some that do, but not all will like you. But that's okay as well. And some people will actually not like you because they have been listening to stories from others about you. That's okay too. Because if they're not man enough or woman enough to actually come to the source, i.e. to you, and ask if those stories are true, they're not really supposed to be in your corner anyway. So when this card comes into your reading, Makasi, it's saying to you, you know what? To hell with what other people think. You know what? To heck with whether you're going to be more popular or whether you're not by following your heart's desire. Follow your heart's desire and watch other new people coming into your life. And the haters and the fakers, they're just going to walk out your life. Allow them to do so. It's no loss to you. Right? It's their loss, actually, more than what it is yours. Because they don't see the beautiful you that you are, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you. Everybody seems to love my nails. J.C. Homer, John 3:16 means nothing to me. But thank you for sharing that. Anyway, so please go and be yourself. Show your beautiful colours to the world. This is what the moon is actually letting you know. You know, it's time for you to just spread your wings and fly high. Yeah, exactly. Go for it. You know, and do you know what? If you succeed, you're gonna love it, right? If you fail, try again until you get it. Because ultimately, if it's in your heart to do it, you may fail, but that's not to say that's the end of the story, right? When you learn to ride a bike, chances are you're going to fall off it 3 or 4 times before you actually learn to ride it, right? Especially when you start off with stabilizers and they take the stabilizers off and you kind of wobble. Chances are you're going to fall off. But if you fell off the first time and you never got back on that bike, you would never succeed or master riding that bike. Well, it's the same with whatever's in your heart to do. Go for it. If at first it doesn't work out, try again and keep trying. Because if it's in your heart to do it, you'll find a way. What is it they say? Where there's a will, there's a way. Makasi, if you would love to do the cards, if that's what's in your heart to do, and you want to do the cards, then go for it. If you need any help with that, especially, you know, there's different ways that you can read the cards. You can actually, with most decks of cards, you get a rule book which has the card rules, whether it's for oracles. If it's oracle cards like this, the wording on the card can actually help you to know what the card's about, and then you use your intuition to work out the rest. Or you can follow the guidebook. If it's tarot cards, such as this, again, tarot has its own set of rules for the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles. I don't follow any of the tarot rules. What I tend to do is use the 4 suits, i.e. remembering that pentacles represents finances, money, inheritance, abundance. Wands represents careers, hobbies, projects. Swords represents problems and troubles. And of course, you've got the cups, which represents emotions. And then the higher the number, the more intense that card becomes. And also, the images on the card will help you to work out what that card meaning is. So there's different ways of doing it. I'm more a spiritual reader, whereas I throw out the rule book. and I just go with the 4 suits and the numbers and what is in what my intuition is already telling me. Play about with cards. Find the deck of cards that really, really draws you, right? The cards will draw you, not the other way around. And then from those cards, you can maybe look at the rule book, see if the rule book actually fits into the way you want to read. If it doesn't fit, it didn't fit with me, chuck the rule book and just go with the suits. Learn the suits and the numerology of the cards, and that's all you need. Yes, trust in your inner self. Hello, Donna. Yeah, I started when I was always able to communicate with spirits since I was young. It's all I've ever really known how to do. And when I was sort of in my late 20s, I decided to dabble with my first set of cards, which happens to be these ones. I've had these ones for many, many years. And I did the rule book. I learned the rule book that came with the cards. And a lot of the time when I was doing the rule book, yeah, some of the information I got right, but a lot of the information I got wrong. And I couldn't really fathom out why. And I asked one of my guides one time, and I said, what is it that I'm doing wrong? And they're saying, you're following a rule book, which is a man-made rule book. You're not following your spiritual side. Chuck the rule book and go with your intuition. Chuck the rule book. Just go with whether it's a sword, a cup, a wand, or a pentacle. And how high or how low the number is, and the rest you're doing already. You're listening to spirit already, so why do you need a rule book? So for me, chucking the rule book was the best decision that I ever made. But play around, get a set of your first deck of cards and play with them. See which way suits you best. Hello, Danielle. If I have any messages come through, I usually shout out the messages, and anyone in the room that can take it, I would normally just give that message. A lot of the time, Spirit won't tell me who they are for. They'll just come through with their name and a message. So I usually just shout it out. No problem. So, going back to Makasi, it's time to get those ideas out of here. Get them onto paper, come out of your comfort zone, and do what is in your heart to do. Get your first deck of cards. And practice on yourself first. Do daily card picks for yourself, and then maybe invite a few friends round and say, look, I'm just learning the cards. If I give you free card readings, will you come round and let me read for you? Never second guess your card. If you pick a card and you get thoughts coming in your head, go with the thoughts. Chances are Spirit are giving you the answer that you need in the card. Yeah, if you've got angel cards, use them. Cards are a fantastic, tool. Even if you start off by reading the rule book, by picking a card, opening the rule book that comes with those cards, it'll have its own card meanings in there that the designer of those cards actually channeled their meanings. But if that doesn't work for you, you know, let the image on the card speak to you. What does the image say? What sort of feelings does the image? Does it give you happy feelings? Does it give you sad feelings? What is, if it's got a person in the card, what is that person doing? And how does that card relate to what's going on in your life right now? There is just so many ways in which you can attune to your cards. You also need to take a new set of cards and make sure they are attuned to you. They need to be attuned to your energy. So the way I attune my new cards, and I have so many decks, is when I get my first, or when I get my new deck, first thing I do is open the deck, and then the other thing that I do is I will go through the cards one by one. I will just pick them out, hold them for a few seconds, and go to the next one. Hold them for a few seconds, looking at the images on the cards as I'm holding them. And then once I've gone through the whole deck doing them one by one, I give them a shuffle. And I just shuffle them, getting the energy flowing into my cards. And then I might decide to cleanse them with sage, so I will light some Californian white sage, and I will pass them through the sage to get rid of any negativity in the cards. From there, I can maybe try my first reading. But I still want to attune those cards to me. So what I do is, for the next 3 days, I carry them wherever I'm going. So if I've got trousers, for example, with a pocket in them, the cards go in my pocket. If I'm going out for the day, the cards go in my bag. Then at night, my deck of cards will go under my pillow. And I'll do that for 3 days. And then after 3 days, I can just put my cards in my bookshelf with all my other decks, because the cards are attuned to my energy. And every month, or when I feel that the energy and the cards are kind of getting a little bit stale, I will take out my sage and I will just run it under the sage, or I'll put a clear quartz crystal on it, or I might get my selenite candle holder and I might place my card deck on the selenite. That takes away the negativity as well. And then once you've done that, your cards are good to go. They are good to go. Always go with your intuition, and always go with your first thoughts when you're reading your cards. Hi, Stacey. Oh, Makassi, you are welcome. If you ever get stuck, Makassi, please DM me. Just message me. And I'm always available for any advice. Spirit are very slow to come through tonight. I'm hoping that they will start coming in. Sometimes they come in straight away. Could be the full moon. The energy is so strong tonight. But there is a lady, as I'm just saying that, there is a lady by the name of Amanda, or Mandy. She was known as Mandy, but her full name was Amanda. And she is a grandmother. If anyone can take a grandmother who was called Amanda or Mandy, please let me know. No, definitely a Mandy or Amanda. Doesn't matter if nobody can take this lady. This lady's just coming in to say she's a grandmother, and to her friends she was called Mandy, but to her, to her mother used to call her Amanda. She was her right name is Amanda, but most called her Mandy. Not a problem. I'm asking if it is Maddie. No, she's definitely saying Amanda, not Maddie. Amanda. But she was called Mandy for short, Mandy. She's actually spelling it out, Mandy. She was called Mandy for short. Doesn't matter if no one can take her. It could be that somebody passed through this live and she's for her. Oh my gosh, they're coming in now. There's a Robert and a Jason. Both came in shouting Robert and Jason together. I don't know if these two are together or it was just bad timing. But there are two gentlemen in spirit, Robert and Jason. If anyone can take a Robert and a Jason. Not a problem. It doesn't matter if no one can take them. I'm just shouting the names as I get them. Okay. Thank you for the likes. Okay. Anne Mann is the next one on our list. So if Anne Mann is still with us. Yay! Will you be lucky tomorrow? Ask the universe for luck and you will be. We bring our own luck, we bring our own abundance. We just have to ask the universe for it. Luck comes when we ask for it. A lot of people, if you want to be lucky, just ask the universe for it. It's a full moon tonight as well, so it's a great time for asking the universe to bring you luck for whatever it is that you need in your life, whatever you need luck for in your life. If you want to have a good outcome for it, ask the universe. Okay, thank you, Anne-Marie. This Robert, Robert is an older gentleman, and I feel that Jason is slightly younger. I think he's kind of like middle-aged. So if I feel that Robert could either be a granddad or a father because of his age, just how he's coming over. Robert's saying he had a good life before he passed over into spirit. He has no regrets because he had a good life, if that makes sense. Thank you. I'm actually growing my grey out, so I'm kind of got grey and purple going on. So, thank you. So, Anne-Marie, if Robert is an older gentleman, if the Robert you're thinking about, if one of the Roberts that you're thinking about is an older gentleman, possibly a granddad, then yes, this gentleman would fit that role. Okay, if he's older and he's connected to you or your family, then chances are this gentleman is for you. Was he also, do you know if he was also known as Bob? As in Bob the Builder? Did your dad know him as Bob as well? Thank you so much for the likes, everyone. Okay, then the gentleman's with you. He's asking if you can tell your dad that he is asking for him and sends his love, but he also sends his love to you as well and the rest of the family. He says he's seen you coming and wanted to pass that message on. That he's acknowledging you and he's wanting to pass on his love to your dad and also to the rest of the family. So thank you for the confirmation. I have no idea who Jason is. Jason's kind of shrugging his shoulders as if to say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, do we still have McMahon? Do we have, sorry, McMahon, did I say McMahon? And man, sorry. Why did I say McMahon? That was a weird one. Yay, yay. Here she is. Okay. You're finally gonna get your card. Oh my goodness me. Thank you so much, Cassie. For being the first one to get a card reading tonight. I'm so glad I managed to get you. Okay, so let's see, Anne, what card do I have for you? Oh, that's why I got McMahon. There's somebody, and I'm sure, I'm saying, why did I get McMahon? I have no idea, but I'm getting, I feel it's a surname, McManus. That's where the McMahon would come in. But I'm getting, somebody's giving me, it's like they're giving me their surname, McManus. Sounds like a right Scottish name, that one, McManus. So if anyone can associate a McManus, because I'm sitting there saying, why am I getting McMahon? I don't know why I'm getting McManus. Sometimes when I'm doing card readings as well, our home is really, really haunted. So some names come from this house, some names come to just whoever is in the room or whoever's on the live, and some names I just think sometimes Spirit just want to say hi or let me know that they're there. But this McManus guy, and it's a gentleman, I don't know what he's. Good evening, Yazzie. Hi, Peggy. the readings list for tonight is closed. I am going to be doing more readings tomorrow. I pick 7 readings every time I do a card reading live, just at random. And I also do a card of the day on my lives. But I also have a readings list on my profile page. And if you comment cards, please, I add you onto my readings list. And every day, if I find a little bit of spare time in my busy schedule, because I do Reiki healing and healings, and I also give people advice, etc. So my days are pretty packed. Plus, I have to give my partner a little bit of time as well, on time for me, because I do a lot of meditation, etc. But whenever I got time, what I do is I go through that readings list. And I do little mini readings on my profile, and then I tag you in your reading, if that makes sense. No problem. Okay, so let's shuffle these cards and see where we go tonight. Now I have got a lady coming in. She's not giving a name at all, but she is singing, actually it's quite a nice song, because it's a song that I quite like. I haven't heard it for ages. The Wonder of You. I don't know if anyone can pick up a lady that the Wonder of You song had meaning for this lady. And it's kind of like, you know, when no one else can understand me, when all I do is wrong. You give me hope and understanding. You give me strength to carry on. That's kind of the words that she's kind of singing. That's the wonder of you. I'm wondering if she's an Elvis fan, because I'm an Elvis fan myself. I loved Elvis when I was younger. I know there's many versions of I Wonder of You. I'm just thinking of the Elvis one, but I don't know which one she is meaning. But this lady, there's some significance to the Wonder of You and this lady. Danielle's just been listening to it. Oh, wow. Danielle, do you know if somebody in spirit then loved that song? Or even maybe sang that song to you? I feel that this lady is giving someone that particular message when no one else can understand you, when all you do is wrong. I'll give you hope and understanding, and I'll give you the strength to carry on. I feel that's the message she's giving somebody tonight. The Wonder of You. The song is The Wonder of You. Okay, so this lady passed unexpectedly, but was this lady, I feel that she's maybe gone to Danielle then, just the fact that Danielle played that song just before, wow, just before I brought out this lady's name. Danielle, have you had a lot of people that have hurt you in the past? And it's more to the point that they don't understand you for you, right? And a lot of people will hurt people that they don't understand, if that makes sense. No problem. Okay. Did this lady that is in spirit, when she was alive, when she was on the earth plane, was she the one that picked you up if you were feeling down? Hello, Justin. Okay, well, she's still helping you. And that's why she came in singing that song. And probably the fact that you played that song just before she came in, sometimes it's music. When we are playing, I always, my partner made me up a wonderful, wonderful playlist. He makes up wonderful playlists. And those playlists are on my Lady Moonlight channel. The Haunting Songs list. Oh my gosh, that playlist is amazing. But so is his Top of the Pops one as well. It's just, and I always put it on shuffle. I always put my playlist on shuffle when I'm listening to music. And I know that if certain songs come on, it's my mum, or certain songs come on, it's my dad. Because when you have, it's called Ghost in the Machine, and Spirit love music. They are connected to music. So if you're playing a song, or a particular song comes on that's when you've got it on shuffle, and you can connect that song to somebody in spirit, there's your message. And the message, that's why she came through. And she says, when nobody else can understand you, when all you do is wrong, she'll give you hope and understanding, and she'll give you the strength to carry on. And she's always there to lend a hand in everything you do, because she says, that's a wonder of you. But just because she's in spirit doesn't mean to say that she can't help. Just because she's in spirit doesn't mean to say that she can't hear you, is what she's saying, right? And the fact that, did you have your music on shuffle? Or did you pick that particular song? If you had it on shuffle, chances are she picked that song to let you know she was coming. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, she's letting you know that she's not gone anywhere, right? Just because you can't hear her or see her or whatever, she's still helping you, right? She's still there rooting for you. She's still there, and she's only a whisper away. Then she chose a song to let you know she was coming, honey. So thank you for confirming that, because I wondered why she came in singing that song. So thank you. Yes, she does. Is she happy about it? No. But as she says, you know what? All wrongs in life eventually get put right, is what she's saying. You just need to hang in there. So I'm glad you took that message. So thank you. Okay, let's carry on shuffling for Anne Man. Thank you for being patient, Anne Man. Spirit often are not patient. They usually just shout. And when they shout, I have to get the message across. Otherwise, the message goes and then somebody misses out. Justice will be served. You can count on it. Okay, so there's no hopefully about it. Anyone that does wrong, especially to a child, and especially when it's done to hurt another person, you better believe that universal karma will, sting him in the butt times 3. We're all responsible for what we do. We're all responsible for what we say. We're all responsible for our actions, words and thoughts. And if we keep our words, thoughts and actions positive, and we mean no harm to anyone, even though other people mean harm to us, then you're going to get good karma. But if your intent is to hurt somebody, and especially to use a child to do that, you best believe there's big lessons coming your way. Hello, Annie, one here. Hello, how are you, Annie? Yep, that's usually the way they do it, Danielle. My grandchildren, I lost all my grandchildren, and I know it wasn't done for any other reason but to hurt me. But ultimately, the only ones that really, really hurting deeply is my grandchildren. And it's going to come back and bite them in the bum when those grandkids are older, because those grandkids have already been told by me before they were banned from seeing me that I already seen it coming. So I told my grandkids, your parents are going to stop you from seeing me. But if that happens, please know that Grand's door is always open and you can come and visit when you're old enough. So I know it's going to hurt the grandkids more than it does me. But ultimately, when those 3 beautiful grandkids of mine are older and they can go their own way, they're going to come and see me and they're going to get the whole truth. And the only one that's going to lose those 3 girls is their parents. Because they know the truth. The truth was, when the kids were coming to see me, I was protecting them from a child ring. Because both their parents, even though their parents are split up, both their parents and my ex are involved in a child abuse ring. And I was protecting my grandkids from that ring and giving them advice to help them through that abuse, because the authorities and the police did nothing. So they knew that I was trying to help them, so they stopped all contact. So, but karma's coming, and just like you, Danielle, karma's coming for you, not for you, but for your, for the kid's dad as well. Thank you. Everybody loves my nails. I'm going to actually get them redone on Friday, because they need the infills, but they also need a little change. I like to change them up every so often. But thank you. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I started the Purple Hearts Unite movement here on TikTok, is for all abused women and children and men. There are so many of us, and unless you've been through that, I went through 30 years of abuse before I got out. I also spent all my life, 50 years of my life, being bullied because of my disability. I'm registered blind, so I was subject to a lot of bullying through school. And then after I left school, I married a narcissist and went through 30 years of abuse until my current partner got me out. At the time, it seemed unfair, and I almost lost my life through abuse. I also lost my grandkids because of it. But it's made me the strong person I am today. And I know that the authorities are pretty shit in helping children with abuse or women, men and children going through abuse. So when the authorities fail us, we stand together, and that's why I started the Purple Hearts Unite. And what the Purple Hearts Unite stands for is, you will see on all of my posts that I put a purple heart and a red heart. The red heart is support for support, i.e. women supporting other women. So when you see a red heart on somebody's profile, you know that if you like their stuff and you comment, they're going to like and comment on your stuff. Support for support. The purple heart is a little secret symbol to all abused men, women and children, to say the person that displays the purple heart on their profile is a safe person that you can go to in DM and say, I need help, I'm being abused or I'm being bullied, etc., etc. And anyone can display a purple heart if they're willing to just be a listener for somebody that's going through abuse. And when we stand together as one and say no more to abuse, magical things happen. If the authorities don't help, then we help ourselves. I also have a Facebook group called Purple Hearts Unite as well. The link to that is in my bio here on TikTok. I've got a website with my shop and also my link to all my social media, including that. And that's a safe group. It's a private group, but a safe group where people can come along and share their stories. Sometimes when you've been through abuse, you just need a listening ear. And that's why Purple Hearts Unite got started. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Steptoe. And that's why I started the Purple Hearts Unite. And I'm seeing lots more Purple Hearts on social media, on TikTok. And I'm hoping to do it on Facebook as well. I share my live videos on Facebook and on my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. So even if you miss a reading or whatever, you can always go back and watch my videos again on my YouTube channel. Okay. And man, the card that I've got, your commitment is being tested, and it's the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. All right? Again, have you tried or have you been trying to do something and sometimes it goes right, sometimes it goes wrong, and when it goes wrong, you think of just jacking it in. It's like, oh, I can't be doing with that. This is really we all have moments like that, right? When we're doing something and we just can't get it right. And we get frustrated with it. And we basically just throw it in the corner and just don't look at it again. It's these type of times that sometimes our commitment to sticking with it is tested. Sometimes it's the same with, going for promotion. In a job, for example, and you're trying to work your butt off to try and get that promotion and nothing's happening. And you think, oh, what the hell? I'm doing all this for nothing, nothing's happening, and you just stop trying. The message of this card is, no, don't stop trying. This is just a hiccup. This is just you being tested. How committed are you to this? Is it just a pipe dream that's just going to disappear? Or are you just going to keep trying for it because it's in your heart to do, if that makes sense? Oh, thank you, Tracy. Hello, witch in the woods. I didn't see you sneaking in. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Okay, well, if this card is making sense, it's time for you to stick with it. Don't give up, right? I feel that Spirit are telling me that you almost gave up, not just once, but several times. And you just keep thinking this is not going to work out, and you keep putting it to the back burner kind of thing. And they're saying, don't give up on this, right? There's a reason that it's not always turning out firsthand. But if you stick with it, it's going to work out in the end, because your commitment to this is being tested, right? It's a bit like when we start new relationships, right? We test our partners out, don't we? How committed are you to me? Are you faithful to me? Are you gonna, be honest and truthful with me? And they do the same with us. And sometimes we argue as couples, etc., etc. Again, it's your commitment to that person is being tested. And you can either give up on the first argument, or you can keep trying, because the relationship is worth saving. It's the same thing. Oh, thank you, Anne One. That means a lot. Thank you. Okay, I get you, right? I've been there and done it, and I'm still doing it with my son. My son has autism, and he's 35, and he's getting a raw deal with social services. So I hear you loud and clear, right? And sometimes you think, what's the point? They're not listening to me. I'm their mom, but they're listening more to his abusive dad and his abusive sister, who's a child abuser, than they are to me. And I could quite easily say, I'm giving up. What's the point? They're listening to him more than me, so there's no point. I could quite easily give up on my son. Hell no. Give up and then allow abusers or the authorities to do something that I know is not right for my son. You're your son's mother. You know what's best for your children more than any social service, more than any teacher, more than anyone. And if at first they don't listen to you, you keep fighting, and you keep reminding them who the heck they are dealing with. They are dealing with a mom. They are dealing with a mom who loves and supports her children no matter what. Right? At the end of the day, the one person that knows your child, knows your children more than anyone else is you. So the message of this card is your commitment to your boys are being tested here, right? And they could be very well being tested by the very authorities that you're fighting. So never give up. Yes, it can be tough. Sometimes it can be like you're pulling your hair out and you're thinking you're not getting anywhere. But you are getting somewhere is the message of this card. It's just that your commitment to this is being tested. Keep with it. Keep fighting and keep standing strong. And you're going to win this battle. And it'll be for the boys' best interests. Thank you for the roses and the likes. Yay, Danny became top viewer. Well done, Danny. You're more than welcome. You keep being Mama Bear. Show them who's boss. And you're going to win this battle. And you know what? I love the fact that your boys have got a good mama bear behind them. So there was a reason why you were meant to get that reading tonight. I'm so glad that you came back on to get your reading, especially with TikTok cutting us off the last time. So thank you so much. Definitely, Anne-Marie. Oh, you're more than welcome. Okay, Ragdolly Sally is the next one up. I'm just going to take a little drink. You can get really dehydrated with spirit, let me tell you. My goodness me. Okay. There's a gentleman in spirit coming in. I tell you, it must be the full moon. Spirit are coming in singing songs. There's a gentleman in spirit, and he's coming and he's singing, "Oh Mandy, you came and you saw and you conquered, but I turned you away, oh Mandy." Now, if anyone can relate to that song and the gentleman in spirit that is connected to that song, please let me know, because now he's got that song in my head. Gary as in Gary Glitter, he's saying with a smile on his face. I feel this man's a little bit of a joker as well. I feel this man liked to sing. He loved to sing. But this song has meaning for him and the person he's trying to connect with. Okay. Can you relate to this, why this particular song, Mandy? He's very musical. Oh, wow. Okay, Tracy Breno, then I feel that this gentleman is definitely with you then. Because he sang this song, is what he's trying to say. And obviously, if you're friends with his sister. So is this Gary in spirit then? I'm assuming it's the same Gary, because this Gary is in spirit. Okay. Okay, I feel that this gentleman, I know a lot of people can relate to daughters. I feel this gentleman is more connected than with Tracy, because the Joker bit fits in. He's quite comical. He does like music. He says he's not the best. He was not the best guitar player in the world, but he liked to play guitar, so that connects. And yes, he sang that song for obviously his daughter. He wants to know if you would kindly pass on to Mandy that he came through tonight. He has been trying to get in touch with Mandy through dreams. He's letting me know through dreams. And also through that song. So I don't know if Mandy has been hearing a lot of that song when she's been playing music, or whether she's seen her brother in spirit, you know, in dreams, etc. But he has been trying to get in touch with Mandy, and he just feels that he can't get in touch with her. So it makes sense that if he can't get in touch with a direct source, then he's going to try and get in touch with somebody that's close to that direct source. Thank you so much. And if she wants to hear the message for herself, if you send her to the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel, the link's on my bio here, and she can hear the message as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes and the roses and the shares, everyone, and the follows. You are all amazing. Okay. So let's shuffle the card for Ragdolly Sally. You're more than welcome. I love that people are asking me direct questions about will their life change soon and they need help, etc. I wouldn't know that unless I was doing a reading. The readings for tonight are fully booked, but you can go onto my profile and put your name down on a readings list along with that question, and I will add you to my reading list and do a little mini reading on my profile for you when I get to your name on the list and tag your name in there. Hello, here we go, 233. Lovely to see you again. Yay, Ragdolly's here. I love that name. My grandmother used to make rag dolls when she was younger. Every time she had a new granddaughter, she made rag dolls. They weren't the prettiest rag dolls in the world, but you know what? We loved them because she made them. She got the whole family to collect stockings whenever their stockings got laddered or whatever else. So we used to send my gran like boxes of old stockings and stuff. We never threw our old stockings out. And she used the stockings for stuffing the rag dolls. And she would sew hair on them with wool. So all the doll's hair was wool, and she would use old sheets to make the face, like white sheets to make white faces or pink faces, etc. And they weren't the prettiest of dolls, but you know what? All the grandchildren loved them. So Ragdolly, I love that name. Beautiful name. Oh wow, you make them as well. Hello, I am Venga. Oh wow, amazing. I actually have a little ragdoll. I'm drawn to Victorian stuff, and I love Victorian dolls, etc. And I was passing by a charity shop one day, and in the window there was this beautiful, beautiful little rag doll, and I could not go past that charity shop. And I thought, you know what? I don't care if it's £5, £10, £12 for this little doll. There's something about this doll that calls me, and I just had to go and get the doll. Went into the charity shop and she was only £1. Could not believe my luck. So she came home with me, and my partner kind of, oh, right, okay, you've got a rag doll. Yeah. Don't ask me, she called for me. She was looking for a home, so she's now got a home with us. So yeah, I love ragdolls. So yeah, thank you everyone. Keep sending the likes. It helps me immensely and gets my videos out there so that I can help more people. So yeah, I love that you make ragdolls. I just think, you know what, it's a dying art, isn't it? Ragdolls are amazing. And do you know what? When you make ragdolls, you make them out of love. It's the same with my jewellery. I make healing jewellery with crystals in them, and I also make dream catchers that I sell. And, I put my heart and soul into them because I love doing them. And I know it helps and brings comfort and healing to others. So I love the fact that you make ragdolls. I think that's awesome. Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. Do you know what, Ragdoll? That's like me. People will say, "Have you got two of those bracelets?" No, because when I make one design, when I make one bracelet design, I never repeat it. I never ever have two bracelets or two dream catchers or two chokers the same. They are all individual. And I just love doing that because you know that if you give somebody something that there is only one of a kind, I just think that is special. To know that you've got something or you've made something and somebody buys it from you and they know that they've only got it's a one-off. It's not the same. The beads may be different, the crystals may be different, the the little trinkets may be different. So I love that. Okay, so the card that I've got for you, Ragdoll, is what do you need to release? And it's a waning moon. Perfect card for tonight because it's a full supermoon. And when this card comes in, it's saying you are holding something from the past that no longer serves you. And it could be hurt from the past. It could be some kind of trauma that you just can't let go because that hurt has hurt deeply, if that makes sense. So you drag it into the present and then you drag it into the future with you. But the thing is, the more that you drag that thing from the past, the heavier that burden becomes. We call it the past because it belongs in the past. It's gone, it's past. We should never bring past trauma or past problems or hurt into the present and into the future with us. Easier said than done, I know, because I've been through abuse and bullying, and sometimes words, actions from others can trigger those memories and bring the past back, if that makes sense. And I feel that this is a situation in your past that you just haven't been able to let go of. Oh, thank you, I am Banga. You too. Okay, then that makes perfect sense to me for this card for coming up. And yes, I can relate to that as well. You know, just because I've been through emotional, physical, and mental abuse, and it's horrific. And certain things can trigger it. And it is hard to leave it in the past where it should belong. So we need to constantly heal that. And one of the best ways that I feel worked for me, and I advise it for anyone else that's carrying things from the past, like abuse or the effects of abuse, is to keep a journal. And what you do, every time a memory, no matter how horrific that memory is, every time it comes back, write it down. Get it out of here and on paper. And then when you've filled a double side of paper with everything that keeps coming back, burn the piece of paper. Ask the universe to let it go, burn it, and then bury it or cast it to the four winds. And keep journaling. If it keeps coming back, keep burning it. If it keeps coming back, keep burning it. Keep asking for release. It's not going to happen over time. You have to repeat the process and repeat the process. What you're actually doing is you're basically telling the human brain, I don't want this. So I'm going to get it out of here. Instead of putting it to the back of my mind for it to come back, I'm getting it out of my mind onto paper, and then I'm burning the shit out of it. And if you keep coming back, I'm going to do the same. It's coming out of here onto the paper, and then I'm going to burn it. And you've got options. You can cast it to the four winds. I prefer to cast it to the four winds so that the wind takes it as far away from me as I can possibly get it. You can bury it in the earth, or you can flush it down the toilet. You can flush the ashes down the toilet. It's entirely up to you how you feel or what you want to do with those ashes. So whether it's kept in a journal, you might want to put A4 paper in a folder because it's easier to tear out each page. And what you do is you write down all of the trauma until you've covered two sides of a page. And then you rip that page out and you fold it in half and fold it in half again, burn it, and when the ashes cool down, cast away the ashes and simply say, universe, take this away from me. I don't need it anymore. I don't want to be carrying this anymore. Yes, it may come back. Mine often does come back. But again, I write it down. And I keep writing it down. And that burden gets lighter every time that you do that. You're more than welcome. Yep, I can relate to that. I was abused and bullied when I was younger. And I also went through 30 years of abuse in an abusive marriage. I didn't get out of that abusive marriage until I was 50. I'm now 57. But even 7 years on, and even after journaling and writing things down, yes, I still get triggers. Yes, it's this bits of it that will always come back. But I will not allow them to stay here. I write them down and I burn them. And I basically say to the universe, you know what? You can keep this. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. And I keep journaling. Even like 7 years on, 8 years on, I'm still burning. When I divorced my ex, I burnt the marriage certificate. So I burnt all his photos. Everything that I had of him was burnt. And I still do that to this day. It is a slow process. And, you know, we may never, ever totally get rid of those triggers or those trauma. But we can lessen that trauma by writing them down and burning them. Getting them out from here and burning them or burying them. It does work. I'm testament to that. And, you know, the Purple Hearts Unite campaign that I start on here is exactly for women like yourself. Because sometimes writing it down, sometimes talking to other women who've been through that is a huge, huge help. because it's only the ones that have gone through similar to that that can totally understand where you're coming from. So, look for the purple hearts on TikTok. If somebody's displaying a purple heart on the left hand side of their TikTok, you know that they are supporters of the Purple Hearts Unite, and that anyone that has a Purple Heart is a safe place for you to go and chat. I also have a Facebook group called Purple Hearts Unite as well. It's a safe place for people to share their experiences, because sometimes getting out of here and being able to share with women and men and children that can totally understand where you're coming from. Why? Because they've been through the same thing. Do you know what? That's exactly how they make you feel. They make you feel so scared that you can't move. But you're so miserable as well. I was so miserable. Often I was suicidal. I felt the only way I was getting out of the marriage, and again, I was in my marriage for 30 years, was in a coffin. That's how bad it gets. So I get you, I hear you loud and clear. But there are organizations out there that can give you a safe place where he can't get to you. A place where you can go and spend time with other women. I don't know. I don't know if you're in the UK or whether you're in another country, but here in the UK we have an organization called Women's Aid. And what they do is they give women that have been through abuse, just like you, that are too scared to leave for fear, that their abusers or their men are going to come after them. And what they do is they give the women a safe place where men are not allowed in, not even husbands or partners, until that woman is strong enough to be able to go forward. We also have an organisation called SAGE, SAGE, where women who are going through abuse and have been through abuse and got out can go and get help and support. Fantastic. Well, if you're in the UK, look up SAGE, SAGE. They are an organisation for women like yourself, and it's confidential. You can phone them in confidence. They often have meetings, and you can meet with support workers that will help you through it. I went to SAGE a few years back, and I absolutely found it was wonderful because, one, I told my story, even though I was going, through the abuse. There was women in there that they were still going through the abuse, but they took time away from that abuse to speak to other women. And eventually it gave them the strength to look for help from Women's Aid. And one woman got out because she went to Women's Aid. And they gave her a fully furnished home with food in the cupboards until she was able to obviously buy her own groceries, etc. Her husband was not allowed anywhere near her, otherwise he would have got lifted. And then eventually Women's Aid gave her her own home. And obviously they didn't tell her husband where she was. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Josie. Exactly, Lynn. It is. You know what? When you are living every single day in fear, right? That's no way to live. You know what? It's less scary going for help for legal aid and getting a furnished house, often shared by other women that are going through you. It's a bit like my Purple Hearts Unite. You're in amongst women who've gone through the same. They get you, they understand you, they're there with you. You can share stories together, you can vent all of your frustrations, and your husbands can't get in. They can't get anywhere near you to be able to get you. Once you're in a safe place, you can even get an injunction out so that if they do come near you, you can get them lifted, pretty much. I was fortunate that I met my current partner, and he gave me the strength to get out. He had his own home, and he said, just pack whatever you can. Do you know what? When I left my ex, I left with one carrier bag of clothes. I had a wardrobe full of clothes and a chest of drawers full of clothes, and I just grabbed whatever I could. And let me tell you, when I opened that carrier bag, I still remember to this day, even though it was 8 years ago, when I opened that carrier bag, my partner just looked in horror and said, that's not going to get you very far. I had taken like 6 t-shirts, maybe one dress, a few pairs of shoes, and underwear. And he said, that ain't going to get you very far, as far as clothes. And I remember him saying, well, go shopping for clothes. Now, my ex controlled everything, even my money, even though I was working full-time at the time and he was working full-time and we were in a joint bank account. I couldn't touch my money without his say-so. So if I wanted new clothes, he would always say, no, can't afford it, which we could. He was spending his money and my money on his mistresses, etc. But I wasn't allowed to buy clothes or whatever. So when my partner looked in the carrier bag full of whatever little I had, he says, well, go shopping. And I said, I had my own money by that time, because obviously I came out of the joint bank account when I left him. Again, my ex tried to stop that. My ex refused to come out of the bank account. And the bank wouldn't let me come out of the bank account without his agreement, and he didn't agree. And I remember saying to the bank manager, I went in crying my eyes out, and I thought, I can't do this. He's not letting me, I'm not with him anymore, but he's controlling my money. My wages are going into the bank and he's spending it, and I can't access it, and I'm not even with him. And you won't let me out of this account because he's refusing to because it's a joint account, he's refusing to let go of the joint account. And the bank manager says, okay, I hear you. So he says, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm going to tell you this. He's refusing to come out of the joint bank account, but it's a joint bank account. If you want to, you can empty everything out of the account. You can say, I want to take everything out of that account, even his half of what's in there. It's a joint bank account, he can't do anything about that. So I remember phoning my ex and I said to him, okay, I've got an appointment on Monday with the bank to close the bank account. And he says, I'm not closing it. So that's fine. Because if you don't close it, I'm still going to the meeting at 1 o'clock to close the account. And if you're not there, I'm taking every single penny out of the account. And then I'm making a new account for myself to put my wages in. Let me tell you, he was down in that meeting like a shot. And then he sat and said to the bank manager, and what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to pay my bills? And the bank manager says, that's your problem. and I managed to get the bank account closed. Thank you so much for the roses. Oh, Jennifer, do you know what? Your dad would understand. Oh, you are more than welcome. Hazy App, feel free to put your name down on my readings list. On my profile, I've got a post that's got reading list on it. Just ask for a card on there. I'll add you to my reading list. And then when I get to your name, I do a little mini reading for you on my profile, and I will tag your name in that. Failing that, I'm back tomorrow night, picking 7 more names. Hi, Pixie, no problem. Oh, thank you. So, Ragdolliana, look, I'm here for you. You know, and any woman with a purple heart on their screen is here for you as well. And my DM box is always open for you, just to chat. I've already said that to Lynn as well, because Lynn knows she can message me any time that she wants. And many women who've seen my lives do that. They come into my DM box and says, I'm having even if you're having a shitty time, right? Even if you're having a crazy day or you feel unsafe and unsecure, please just drop me a message. I'm more than happy to help. And if anybody has Messenger, please message me. We can video chat or we can voice chat. My DMs and my Messenger on Facebook is always open for women that are going through abuse. Always. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, my days are busy too. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. It's because I've been through 50 years of abuse and bullying. And I started the Purple Hearts Unite to help women, children and men that are going through bullying, because I lost my 3 grandchildren to an abuse ring because I was helping them with abuse. The authorities did nothing, the police did nothing. I was helping my 3 grandkids, and the 3 grandkids' mum and dad, which is my daughter and my daughter's ex, stopped me from seeing my grandkids. But with being a medium, I was able to know what was going to happen before it actually happened. And I sat all 3 of my granddaughters down and said, in the near future, your mum and your dad are going to stop you from seeing me because I'm helping you. But when you're older, please come and get me. Please come and find me, and I will help you again. So they know. In fact, my 2 youngest grandchildren watch the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. And I know that they will be watching these lives because I always share my lives. So somewhere along my lives, I'm always talking about my abuse and the grandchildren, etc., because it helps other women as well. But I know that my grandchildren know, look, there's my gran, and she's still fighting for us. She's still hoping, she was telling the truth, that she's going to wait until we're old enough and we will come and see her. Oh, bless. Thank you so much, Lynn. Yeah, you know, sometimes when the system fails you, and sometimes when the system fails the very children that are getting abused, we have to do what we can. And where there's a will, there's a way. And my grandkids knew about the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. They love listening to my witchy music because they're little witches themselves. And I know that that inner strength are going to pull them through. So every time I do little videos or whatever, or I do my lives, they are saved and downloaded to my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel because I know in my heart that they are watching that video. You do what you can to get messages across. There are 101 ways, if we just think about it, that we can reach the children that we are banned from. So thank you so much. Yep, I do. Definitely. And thank you for everyone who loves my readings. Do you know what? I wish I could take all the credit for my readings. I can't. It's spirit that take the credit. I'm just a messenger. I'm kind of the go-between. They tell me, I tell you, because I don't know your relatives, and you know, I can only go by what they pass on to me. Talking about relatives and spirit, there's a dog in spirit called Shep. His name was Shep, S-H-E-P. I don't know if anyone can relate to this dog, but there's a little dog coming forward, and his name was Shep. Don't know if somebody can pick up on Shep, but he's sitting at my feet. I feel he's an Alsatian. He looks like an Alsatian. His name's Shep. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Hi, Justin. Okay. So just to finish off, Ragdollies, my inbox is always open for you to talk if you need somebody to talk to. But yeah, for as scary as it is, you know, the UK has some amazing helplines there for women with abuse. Please get in touch with Women's Aid. And look up SAGE as well, SAGE. Both are confidential. You know, your husband would never ever know that you'd got in touch with them. They don't relate anything. And they will give you a safe place, no matter how scared you are, because they know that fear that you're going through. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the butterflies. I love butterflies. Butterflies are a wonderful sign of freedom. So thank you. Okay, the next one is Colette Gallagher. Our lovely Colette. Let's get the energy. I'm going to take another drink because it's getting warm in here. Usually it gets freezing cold, but I think it's all the spiritual energy. Okay, let's shuffle these cards for our Colette. Yay, she's here. Do you know what? so many people have said, you know, that they are so drawn to me and they don't know why. Do you know what? I don't know why either. I just know that I do what I do, and the right people find me. I'm not one of these readers. I will never jump in your DM box asking you for money. That's not my style. I will never jump in your DM box to ask you for readings or paid readings, etc. In fact, most of my readings are free. And, you know, I leave it up to people to make their own choices as to whether they want a full paid reading or not. Because I guess being an indigo or a starseed, physical money and finances don't mean anything to me. They're material possessions, that's how I see them. You know, and as long as I've got enough to feed me and my partner and to pay our bills, I'm quite happy. You know, and I like making things. So you know, I do a lot of free stuff, and that's just because it's in my heart to do. It's my path. It's my calling. And most earth angels are kind of like that. So when I first started doing my live readings, there was a few fake accounts came across who stole my photos, my videos, made up fake accounts, and then jumped into, you know, followed some of my followers, and said this was a second account, etc., etc., pretending to be me, obviously, and saying, I've sent you blessings, you drew me $50 or $100 or whatever, and it wasn't me. This is my only and my one and only account. How do you know if it's a fake one? If it doesn't have my website link, which is a clickable link in my bio, it's a fake. If there's a mystic witch that jumps in your DM box asking you for money for blessings, for readings, for healing, it's not me. Because that's just not my style. So I'm just putting that out there, folks. Oh, thank you. You are all too kind. You know what? I'm just me. I am just me. And I just refuse to be anyone but me. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I have my fair share of haters for just being me. But I'm a starseed, I'm an indigo child, and other people's opinions about me doesn't really, you know, especially if they're negative opinions, just kind of, yeah, whatever. Have a good life. Bye, Felicia, that kind of thing. And I just carry on, because we should never, ever change who we are to please others. Just be who you are born to be, because you are perfect just the way you are. The universe made you just perfect the way you are. Why would you change that to make somebody else happy? But in making somebody happy, one thing that I have learned through many years of abuse is the more that you try and please abusers, the more that they will take. And the more that they will beat you down and tell you whatever you did for them isn't good enough. So you try harder and it's still not good enough. So you try harder and it's still not good enough. It's control, it's gaslighting. It's taking away your rights, your individuality, and more importantly, it's taking away your freedom as well. Never allow anyone to take any of that. And I feel that I had to go through 50 years of bullying and abuse, because if I hadn't, how on earth am I going to help other women, children, and men, because men get abused as well, to deal with abuse? I couldn't. So there's reasons, you know, and it's the same with any other woman or man or child that gets out of abuse. Don't let that abuse turn into something negative and dark. Use it to stand shoulder to shoulder with others that have gone through abuse and to help and support others with abuse. because when you do that, you build a whole damn army of warriors that stand shoulder to shoulder. Hello, Maria. Good night, Ragdolly. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Yes, Lynn, find yourself. Find that beautiful self. She's hidden amongst all the debris. So it's time to clear away all the debris and find you. Find the real Lynn, not the Lynn that was beaten down to a pulp till she had no self-worth, no self-esteem. Right? Take the bricks from abuse and build strong foundations and find yourself. Hello, Call Energy. The reading list for tonight, unfortunately, is closed. However, I am back tomorrow night for picking 7 names for readings. I also have a readings list on my profile for mini readings. You can go along and on my pinned post where it has reading list, just comment card please, and I will add you to my reading list. I do go through my reading list when I have spare time, and I go through each name, give them a mini reading on my profile and tag their name in it. But I am on here most nights doing readings for 7 people. I already have my 7 list for tonight, but I will be back tomorrow night with another 7 names. Maria, the readings list is closed for tonight, honey, but I am back tomorrow, or please put your name down on my readings list on my profile. I think it's the second pinned post, and it has readings list on the video, and it explains how to ask to be on that list. Okay, you take care, Lynn. Love and blessings to you as well. I will be back tomorrow. Oh, you're more than welcome. Sometimes, you know, when we close the door on an ex, for whatever reason, you know, a lot of the times it doesn't work out second or third time round. Because when you split, you then become 2 different type of people, kind of thing. And even though you love him dearly, please be careful with this one, right? Because he may just be looking for someone to go on holiday with him. He may give you all the patter that he still loves you or whatever else, and then it may end up falling apart. So I would err on the side of caution is the advice I would give you on this situation. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Do you know what? We get some wonderful, wonderful people here, and I absolutely love and adore. And thank you so much for the purple hearts. I love the purple hearts. Okay, Colette, let's see what the cards have got for you, my love. I missed doing the cards last night, but we were away to the beach. We went to a lovely place. It's one of our favourite places yesterday. We grabbed the weather while we can, especially here in Scotland. No 2 days are the same. So when we get a day that's really warm and sunny, we just go. We're kind of, both of us are free spirits, so we just go with our intuition. And we went to a place called Anstruther. You'll see the photos on my profile. And I love it there. The fish and chips are amazing that you get there, and it's beside the ocean. I love the water. I love the sound of the sea, the smell of the sea air. It's just, it does the soul good. I love being out in nature anyway, whether it's in the woods. We are quite lucky that we live near a large forest. It's only 5 minutes walk from us. So I love going into the woods and spending time in nature. So it was lovely, and we didn't get back till late. So by the time I got back, I couldn't do my lives. But I'm back tonight. And I'll be back tomorrow night doing readings as well. Oh, Sue, you're more than welcome. Okay, is our Colette still here? Where is our lovely Colette? Our beautiful Colette. Where is she? Whoops. Okay, this card's just jumped out, so I'm going to go with this card. When a card jumps out my pack, I just have to go with it. Oh, you're more than welcome. Okay, Colette. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course, Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So I feel there's something going on in your life, and you so badly want it to work out. And you're doing everything possible for this situation to work out. However, you're doing all the donkey work in this, and others aren't. And with all the good intentions of in the world, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink, is the message of this card. So I feel that, you know, you're trying to get somebody to see your point of view in a situation, whether it's a debate that's going on, whether it's an argument that's going on. And they want you to see their side more than you, for them to see your side. I don't know if this has meaning for you. But I just feel there's a tug of war going on here, or a battle of wills, if that makes sense. Right? That neither side's agreeing. Okay, I'm glad you can take that, right? Because I just feel that there's you on one side, there's them on another, right? And it's tit for tat, pull for pull, you know, tug for tug. And you're just batting the ball back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And there's no resolution in sight, right? It's just your side, their side, and never the twain shall meet. You know, and they are trying to pull you into something that you really don't want to go to, or you don't want to really be in that, or involved in that, right? But I feel that it's a situation where they're trying to pull you in, they're trying to draw you in to their way of thinking, or for you to support them. But in turn, when it comes to them supporting you, it's not happening, right? So it's kind of, you know, I feel it's more one-sided, if that makes sense. Hi, Welsh girl. I come on every night, or most nights, to do readings. for 7 people. The reading list is booked tonight. I'm back tomorrow night though. Failing that, if you go to my profile here on TikTok, on one of my pinned posts, it has readings list. If you comment cards, please, I add you to my readings list. And then whenever I've got free time, I do little mini readings on my profile. And I tag your name in your reading. So that's the different ways that you can get a reading. That's the free readings. But I also do full readings, but they're not the free readings. Well, Colette, when it says nothing is going to come off this situation, that's exactly what they're trying to say. You can back and forward from now till doomsday, right? From now till the cows come home. They're never going to agree. You're never going to agree, right? So it's just going to go on and on and on. Nothing's going to come of that situation. So the advice of this card is, you know what, when both sides cannot agree, the only solution that you have is to stand your ground and say, listen, I don't agree with what you want me to do, and vice versa, you don't agree or you don't see my side of the story. So I'm saying let's agree to disagree and draw a line in the sand, and we don't mention it again. Because I'm not wanting to go into this. I've said my piece, you've said your piece. Nobody's going to agree on this ever. So let's agree to disagree. End of subject. Now, if they keep it going or try to keep it going, you basically then just say, look, I told you. I've agreed to disagree. If you don't agree to disagree, that's not my problem, but I won't be dragged into it. And therefore, hopefully both sides agree to disagree. But if the other side gets a little bit awkward and controlling over it, walk away. You have that right not to be involved in it. I love the fact that people are asking me all these questions. Unfortunately, I can't answer them all on these live readings, but you're more than welcome to ask for a free reading on my profile, or I'm back tomorrow drawing 7 names for a reading. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, take control in this situation, Colette, is the message in this card, right? Take the lead on this. Even if the others don't, just walk away from the situation. Remember, you've got free will. You don't have to be dragged into something that doesn't sit right with you. So thank you so much for confirming that. And I love you, girl. I'm so glad that you got a reading tonight. Okay, we're now on to Hazy Apps. Is our Hazy Apps here? And then we've got 2 more readings before the readings end. So let me just shuffle these cards. I would love, love, love to give everybody that joins my lives. But the more people that find my lives, the more popular my lives seem to be. And on one particular live, I can have up to 3 or 4 100 people asking me for readings. And I would really love to give you all a reading. But I do take my time with my readings. So unfortunately, I can't read for everyone. Hence why I just pick 7 readings every time I come live. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for the likes and the follows. You are all amazing. Okay. Do we still have Hazy Apps? Where is our beautiful Hazy Apps? Thank you for the likes. Hello, Debbie. Nice to see you. Yep, definitely better late than never. Always nice to see you. Oh, thank you for the likes. Okay, do we still have Hazy Apps with us? Hazy Apps. I'm doing really well, Debbie. Thank you. How are you? Hello, Magdal. Okay, I'm gonna do a reading for Hazy Apps anyway, even if she's kind of left the live. Because this live gets saved onto my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel, so hopefully she'll get it on there. Oh, I'm so glad, and it's always nice to see you, Debbie. Always, always lovely to see you on here. Where you been hiding, girl? Not seen you for ages. Okay. So I'm going to do a reading for Hazy Apps. And if I can message her, I will let her know it's on YouTube. Okay. Because I do download these onto my YouTube channel and my Facebook group, which is The Spiritual World of the Mystic Witch, if you're on Facebook. Okay, let's pick a card for Hazy Apps, even though she may not still be with us. Oh, sorry to hear that, Debbie. Well, if there's anything you need help with, or if you think I can help with anything, my DM box is always open. You always know that. You're always welcome to message me, honey. Hi, Laura McCann. Unfortunately, the reading list for tonight is closed. I will be back picking another 7 names tomorrow. Failing that, I do have a readings list on my profile page. There's a post up that has a readings list on it. If you put your name down for a card on there, I add you to my readings list, and I do little mini readings and tag names into those readings that are on the readings list. You'll see all my little mini readings on my profile, so you'll get the idea when you see my profile. Hello, John Shaw. Oh, I'm glad, but I'm always here. You know that, Debbie. Always, always here for you. Okay. Hazy Apps is reading, even though she's not with us. Prosperity lies ahead, and it's a new moon in Taurus. So hopefully, Hazy Apps, you're watching this on YouTube if you're not here tonight. Laura, you're more than welcome. And I feel that money situations, financial situations in the past have been pretty tough, right? And I guess that's been the same for everybody, especially with the COVID thing that we've had to deal with for 2 years, right? People losing their jobs or losses of wages or earnings, etc., and people having to tighten their belts, etc. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're a really good friend, Debbie, so happy to help. I've made some absolutely amazing friends on here, so I just feel, I get I get to know you all so well, so thank you so much for all your support with my lives. You're all amazing, and I'm making new friends every day, which is lovely. So back to Hazy Apps's reading. I just do hope that I'm able to message her and let her know that her reading's on YouTube, or will be on YouTube and Facebook. So, though the past financial wise has been pretty tough, and you've had to pull in the purse strings a bit just to get by, right? As many of us pretty much have had to do. However, that cycle is now ending. There's going to be new opportunities opening for you, right? Whether it's new jobs, whether it's a new way of earning money, could be through, you might want to be starting your own business. You might want to turn arts and crafts that you love doing, or something that you love doing, you can turn it into a hobby that can bring in extra income. It could be that you might want to go to college or university to get skills to get a better paid job, which in turn is going to bring prosperity your way. Whatever your situation, know that the hardship that you've faced up till now, refinances, is ending, because there's new things coming in, that new opportunities, new ways to bring prosperity into your life. So watch out for any new opportunities knocking on your door, because or coming your way. I feel that they may be unexpected, but opportunities nevertheless. Hello, Donna. Nothing at the minute as far as spirit goes. They're being quite quiet, so I don't think they have any messages as yet. But normally what happens is, if I'm reading cards and spirit come through, I just shout out the messages that spirit bring. And if anyone can take those messages, that's kind of how I work with spirit. There are absolutely trillions of souls in the spirit realms, and for me to call up or individual ones for people, it's pretty much like finding a needle in a haystack. So the way I kind of work is, I do my readings, and if spirit see someone that is watching my live or connects with somebody that's watching my live, they normally come into me. They come to me rather than me go to them, if that makes sense. So if I do get names or messages, I do normally shout them out. So just finishing off with Hazy Apps' message in this card, things are getting better, or things are going to get better. Yes, you've been through a tough time financially, but when the prosperity lies ahead, and especially when it comes with Taurus. Taurus is a stubborn bull that can actually fight his way through different obstacles, right? His strength gets him through. Well, your strength is going to get you through as well. So I hope you get to see this on my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel, and be able to get this message. I will message her. So thank you. Okay. Again, I'm just going to kind of repeat what I've said to somebody earlier on. If there are messages coming through, I will shout them out. That's kind of how I roll with spirit. Only Girls 733 is the next reading, and then I've got Anne Marie. So Only Girls 733. Do we still have Only Girls 733? Hello, Loving Life. Only Girl 733 is the next card reading. Hopefully they're here. If not, again, I will read the card anyway, and hopefully they'll see their reading on YouTube. But this card is for Only Girls 733. Oh, good night, Colette. Thank you, Hilary. Blessings to you also. Okay, Mand Labrian. If I do get anything, honey, I will let you know. Spirit are pretty quiet just now, but if they do send out messages, I will always pass on messages, and if anyone can take those messages, please let me know. Okay. Oh, light and love to you. I love how positive people are. It's so wonderful. Okay. Only Girls 733. I'm just going to read your card. Okay. Oh, welcome back, Pixie. Okay, Only Girl 733. Okay, I think we've lost Only Girl 733, but I'm just still going to read their card, and hopefully they get this on YouTube. So this one's for Only Girls 733. A new romantic cycle begins, and it's a new moon in Libra. So if there is, if you're in a existing relationship, this card would mean that there's going to be new romantic cycle in this relationship, right? So, you know, romance could be blooming. You might be rekindling old flames. You might be wanting to, you know, you might have let romance slip by a little bit and decide to rekindle that romance. If you're not in a relationship, or you've just ended a relationship, then this card will let you know that all is not lost, right? So there is always someone out there, the perfect person for us out there. We might not feel it, we might not see it, and we might be drawn to the wrong people 2 or 3 times before we actually might get to the right person. But that's okay. Sometimes we have to go different paths to actually find the person that's right for us. However, what this card is indicating in this situation then would be that a new romance is going, you know, when one relationship ends, another one will begin. Right, so there is somebody coming into your life. If you're not in a relationship just now, or you've just recently ended a relationship and you're looking for a new relationship, that new relationship is just around the corner, is the message for this card. If you're already in an existing relationship, then maybe that relationship has kind of gone slow or a little bit stale, in which case this, you know, it's time to get romantic. It's time to light those candles, and it's time to bring back that romance into any relationship. Hello, everyone. So I'm just finishing off the reading for Only Girls 733. And then I'm actually on my last reading for Anne Marie, and the reading list is closed then for tonight. However, I am back tomorrow night to pick another 7 names just at random. Failing that, please go to my profile, put your name down on my readings list. When I've got time, I go through my readings list, and usually in the order that I get the names. So first come, first serve basis. But I do go through everybody that's asked me a card on that list. And then I do little mini readings on my profile for you, and I tag your name into your individual reading. So that's the 2 ways that you can get a reading if you've missed a place on my live readings list. So I hope that helps. Okay, we've got our last reading of the night, our Anne Marie. Is Anne Marie still with us? Yay, Anne Marie's still with us. Thank you for being so patient, Anne Marie. We already lost 2 people waiting for these readings, but I do hope that I can get them in DM and let them know that my live readings are always added to my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. The link is in my bio on TikTok. I have my website there with my natural products shop in there, and then the second page is all my social media links, all my Facebook groups, my Instagram, and my TikTok and everything, and my YouTube as well. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these cards for our Anne Marie. Okay. Now I don't know if there's a lady in spirit called Jolene, or whether the lady in spirit is just bringing the Dolly Parton's Jolene into the thing, but there is, I'm hearing Jolene, the song Jolene. So I feel this lady is bringing this song to somebody. Does this song have meaning to somebody that is missing someone in spirit? Hi, I'm doing fine. Thank you, Tans. Unfortunately, the readings list is closed for tonight. I am back tomorrow night. Failing that, I do have a readings list on my profile here on TikTok. Okay. Okay. Do you know if your mum's sister sang Jolene to her daughter? Because she came in singing Jolene. Or was she a Dolly Parton fan? Did she like Dolly Parton and Jolene? Was her daughter named after the song? Hello, Ella Clo. I feel she named her daughter, for some reason I'm getting that she named her daughter Jolene after this song. Was Jolene's mum a country and western buff? Did she love country and western? You know, she liked country and western. because I feel that there's a connection with her daughter Jolene and the song Jolene. Hello, Teresa from Florida. Okay, then she's connecting. Thank you so much for confirming that. Yes. Okay, so we've got the right person. Phew. Okay, she's asking you, could you in some way get a message to her daughter Jolene to let Jolene know her mum is sending so much love her way and that her mum still watches over her. She wanted to get that message across. She's been trying to get that message across, but not quite sure how she was going to get that message across, if that makes sense. But she's so, I feel her daughter misses her just as much as she misses her daughter. And I feel there was a close link to her and Jolene. And that link she wants her to know that link has never died. Just because she's on the other side, just because she's in spirit, it doesn't mean that the love for her has died, if that makes sense. If anything, it's got stronger. And she wants Jolene to know that she's with her. Oh, Paris, just across the pond from us. Hello. Hello, Melissa. I remember you. Oh, I'm so glad she was able to get that message across because she was so desperate. And I think that's why she came in singing Jolene. It was like she had so much hope in her heart, if that makes sense. Hello, I would love to give everybody an extra reading. Unfortunately, the readings list has closed because it's kind of like 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. in the morning, my time, and I've been kind of reading from 10. I am back tomorrow at 10 p.m. tomorrow night as well. Failing that, please put your name down on my readings list. I'm going to be doing some readings during the day tomorrow, so if your name's on that list, chances are you're going to get a reading tomorrow. Yes, she is. Yes. I will put you. Wait a minute, I'll make a note. I'm going to put you on my list just now, honey. I have got my readings list here. Sometimes I just catch you on MH Hairdressing. That's you on my list, my love. Oh, hello, Melissa. Okay, I'm going to put that. Melissa Harper. Okay, there we go. Melissa, you're on my list. You're more than welcome. Hello, Leslie. ETACLO. I will put you on my list as well. ETALCO. ETACLO, sorry, ETA. That's you on Eticlo. That is you on my readings list as well. Hello, hello everyone. Wow, so many people. I haven't picked your card yet, Anne-Marie. I was just giving you that message. Your card's still to come. I'm still shuffling your cards. I was just passing on that message for Jolene. I've still got your cards shuffled. Okay. Teresa 0818. Okay, Teresa, you are on my list to have a reading on my profile. Okay, let's shuffle. Now, if anyone else wants to go on my readings list, so that I'm not interrupting Anne-Marie's reading, please go to my profile here on TikTok. I have got a readings list post on there, and just comment reading, please, and I will add you to my list. Hi kids and pups. I'm doing the last reading for tonight, but please go ahead and put your name down on my readings list, or I'm back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. UK time, picking another 7 names tomorrow night as well. 2 nights in a row you've got me, ladies. 2 nights in a row. You're more than welcome. No problem. It's lovely to see you, kids and pups. So nice to see so many new faces, but so many of my loyal followers. Thank you so much. You are all amazing, including Anne-Marie. Okay. I'm so glad Jolene got a message from her mum. And I know that's going to help Jolene and her mum as well, because her mum's been trying to reach Jolene. Do you know what? I love Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton and Jolene. I used to sing that a lot on karaoke's. Me and my partner sometimes do karaoke nights, and because he's got a big karaoke amp type thing with microphone, and it made me smile when Jolene's mum came in singing Jolene, and I thought, that is so my type of person. I do like a bit of country as well. Oh, I'll have that song in my head all night now as well. Oh, I'm glad to see you too. Thank you for the likes. Okay, Anne-Marie, you've got the full moon in Gemini, and the answers you need are coming. You just need to be patient, right? The answers that you need, or the answers that you're looking for, are coming, is the message of this card. I feel you're waiting to hear some news, or you're waiting for an answer to something, and it's taking probably longer than you anticipated it to take. And you've maybe been pacing the floor or getting anxious or impatient, waiting for this answer, thinking, it's never coming, it's never coming. The news that I'm waiting for is not coming, right? When that is the case, this card comes into the fray and says the answers that you need or that you are seeking are coming. I don't know if you can relate to that. Okay, so it's hard when you're waiting, right? That playing out any waiting game, whatever we are waiting for, is so difficult because we want it like tomorrow, right? We want it like today. And when it doesn't come that way, and the worst thing is when you ask for something and they'll say, oh, it's maybe going to take a day or two. And you're pacing the floors, and after a day or two, you're like, it's still not, I've not heard anything. And then you end up, and especially if it's something that's coming in the mail, right? We kind of look out the window, don't we? And we're kind of doing the stalking thing. We're stalking the postie, right? And the postie is like, oh, there's that woman looking out the window again. I think she's got a crush on me. No, hell, we've not got a crush on the postie. We're looking for the news, right? But we've all been in that situation, right? We're waiting for something to come. We're waiting either for a telephone call or a letter or some kind of confirmation of something. And if it's a letter or confirmation of something that's coming in the post, we stalk the postie. I'm sure the posties everywhere get used to people peering out the window and saying, is there a letter for me, kind of thing. Hi, Kirsty. Vic Hardacre. Oh, you're more than welcome. So I feel that your wait is going to be over. That long wait that you've been waiting for this news is going to be over. But I'm also being told as well that the wait is going to be worth it, right? So if you're looking and hoping and praying for good news, then yes, it's going to go your way, if that makes sense as well. You're more than welcome. Hi, Vic. Regarding your question, do you think you should take him back? Ultimately, I wish I could answer that question. But I'm not you, if that makes sense. And ultimately, Spirit can't answer that type of question either, because there's a spirit law that Spirit cannot intervene with our free will, right? They might have suggestions for us, but they can't say yes or no to a relationship problem. However, what they can tell you is that, one, how did the relationship go before he was prisoner of behavior, right? Before the two of you were separated. If it went positive and everything went really, really well, and you feel that he's possibly changed, then yes, go ahead and go for the relationship. However, ultimately, listen to your gut instinct. If your gut instinct is saying, I don't think this is going to work, then the answer is no. We all have natural intuition, and a lot of the time we fail to listen to our intuition and we go with our head rather than our gut feeling. Always go with your gut feeling. Your gut feeling is your inner guidance system. It's your safety net. It's going to be the first thing that tells you if something isn't right. It's going to be the first one to tell you, or the first thing that's going to tell you, yes, take him back, or no, take him back. Ultimately, no one can answer that for you. Your intuition will be able to tell you that. Thank you. Hello, Colette Frew. Okay, the readings list has finished. I've just done Anne-Marie's reading, and that's the last reading of the night. However, for those that would like a reading, I am back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. UK time, to do more readings. I also have a readings list post on my profile. What that is it's a post that asks you to comment with reading please. When you put a comment with reading please, I add you to my reading list. My current reading list has, let me check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 names already on my readings list. These are the ones that I've already done, but we also have some over here. There are 12 names on my readings list, so there is a bit of a waiting list. However, everyone that asks for a card will get a reading on my profile, and I will tag your name in that reading when I get round to doing your reading. Failing that, you can join me tomorrow night, and I do a random draw for 7 people to receive a reading from me when I go live. Okay, no problem, Colette Frew. I look forward to seeing you. Oh, Anne-Marie, you're always welcome. Always welcome. So that ends the readings for tonight. On saying that, no, it doesn't end the readings for tonight, because there is somebody called Sandy in spirit that's coming through. I don't know if anyone can take the name Sandy in spirit. It was a last rush attempt by spirit. I don't know if anyone that's watching this video can take the name Sandy. If nobody can take the name Sandy was also shortened for Sandra, because this person is a female. There's a female called Sandra, but I feel that she was called Sandy. Doesn't matter if no one that's watching just now can take Sandy or Sandra. That's absolutely fine. Sometimes spirit just come in and leave a name. I don't have a Terry coming through at the minute. Just a Sandy or Sandra. No, this Sandy is definitely in spirit. This lady is definitely in spirit. I don't have any Mossy. The only one that's coming through just now is this Sandy or Sandra in spirit. She's not giving a surname. Often they don't give surnames in spirit because they just remember their first names. It's very rare, in fact, that spirit leave me their surnames. They usually just come through with either their nicknames or their first names. And I don't know whether that's because maybe just with them being in spirit, they're kind of like, it's like kind of being reborn again. So they don't really have a surname, if that makes sense. Yeah, she has really quite straight I would say dark brown hair. It's not quite black hair. She has dark brown hair. And I feel she was always well dressed. She wasn't a jeans and jumper type of person. I feel she was like, skirt, dresses, sort of really smart suits, that type of thing. But it doesn't matter if no one can take us. Sometimes they see people that are maybe passing through my lives and they come, and often it's too late because the person's gone. So it doesn't matter if anyone can't take this well-dressed lady called Sandy or Sandra that's in spirit. Okay, folks, that ends my live for tonight. Thank you so much for everyone that's joined me tonight. And for everyone that got a reading. Thank you so much for the follows, the likes, the gifts. You are all amazing. And you make my job so much easier when I'm coming on to do readings. I've made some wonderful new friends every time I go live. So thank you so much. Normally I do my live readings every second night, and usually a topic night. But this week only, till Sunday, I will be doing live readings every single night. So anyone, I know a lot of people don't like to wait too long on a free reading, and they prefer to be in my readings draw live. So just for this week only, I am going to be doing a live reading every single night from 10 p.m. So feel free to join me tomorrow night, Friday night and Saturday night. Sunday evening is my guided meditation night. So for anyone that likes to take part in guided meditations, please feel free to come along and join me on doing a meditation night. All my previous meditation nights are on my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel, because every time I do a live on TikTok, my lives are saved and shared to my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel and my Facebook group, The Spiritual World of the Mystic Witch. All of my groups and links are on my website, which is on my bio. Just click on my website link and it takes you straight to my website. The first page on my website is my natural products shop. For anyone like me that it has to be natural and chemical free, that's the shop to get all natural supplements, etc. My second page is all my social media links that you can find me, including my TikTok links on there as well. But so is my YouTube channels and my Facebook groups. Vic, as you asked that question, I got an answer straight back to that question. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't get direct answers back. No, your dad didn't blame you. He said he was already gone. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but he says he was already gone. He was gone before you turned the machine off. He had already passed, or his spirit had practically already passed. He said the machine was the only thing that was keeping his human body alive, if that makes sense. But his spirit had already passed. So he says, no more guilt. Okay, no more guilt. He doesn't blame you. He said, under the circumstances, you did the right thing. Because you weren't keeping him alive, you were just keeping the human body part alive. Yes, he's okay. And he said he left the brain damage part in the human body part. When he's wanting to know that on the other side, any ailments or any injuries that they had on earth are gone. They leave their illnesses, their injuries, etc., in the human side of the body, and the spirit is reborn. So he says, you know, stop feeling guilty is the first thing he's saying. He is absolutely okay. He's saying, please let you know that he's in a better place. There's no pain here. There's no confusion. He says he wish he could send photos of where he is. He says it's beautiful, it's peaceful here. He knows that you have been struggling with this one, right? And your family's been struggling with this one. And there's been a lot of, have we done the right thing? Did we do the right thing? And he said, yes, you did. Because it wasn't him lying there. That's what he's saying. It wasn't him lying there. His soul had already passed. Honey, he says he already knows that you love him. If you didn't love him, you wouldn't have been carrying that guilt all the time. So he says he wants you to make him a promise. The guilt stops now, is what he's saying, right? The guilt stops now. There's nothing to be guilty for. If anything, you did him a favor because you let the human part of him die. But he wasn't there. He was watching from above. So he said, when you turned that machine off, it didn't affect him because he wasn't there, if that makes sense. He wants you to know he loves you and the family dearly. And he knows that you still love him. All right? He says a father's love never dies. It never dies, it just lives on. And he says where he is able to see you live your lives. And he wants you to live your life to the full. He says you only get one shot at life. Live it to the full. And when you do so, live it for him. Because whatever you do in life, he's going to be right by your side doing it with you. He's going to be celebrating every triumph. He's going to be wiping every tear. He's going to be with you through your highs, through your lows in life. And he's going to be with his whole family. Family meant the world to him. And he says it still does, even though he's on the other side. But he says from the other side, he can see everything. So he wants you to know that. Oh, bless. Yes, he was at your wedding. His only regret, he wasn't there in person to walk you down the aisle. But he said he did walk you down the aisle, but in spirit. He says you could never disappoint him. You could never, ever disappoint him. A father's love is unconditional. No. No, the Sandy wasn't bedridden, Pixie. Oh, bless. Well, he sends you so much love, honey. And I'm so glad that he managed to answer that question. It was quite quick. The minute you asked it, I got the answer. So he must have known that you were gonna be sitting watching tonight. So know that he's always with you, and you will never be a disappointment to him. All right, he knows that you love him just as much as he loves you, and he loves all his family. He was always a family man and still is. So whatever you do in life, he's going to be right beside you. Hello, everyone. I wish I could give more readings, folks, but there are no more messages other than that last one coming through. I think Spirit are basically telling me time to go. I will be back tomorrow evening, though, folks. Failing that, if anyone wants a reading, please go to my profile. I have a readings list post there. Simply just comment in that post that you would like a reading. I will add your name to my readings list. I think there's about 12 names on it already, so there is a bit of a waiting list. Failing that, please join me tomorrow evening. I'll be back again at 10 p.m. with another 7 readings for 7 lucky viewers. Because every night I come on, I do a card of the day, and then I pick 7 names, random names. So to be in with a chance for getting a reading tomorrow night, it usually goes with the first 7 that I pick after the card of the day. So thank you everyone for the likes, the shares, the comments, the gifts. You are all absolutely amazing. It's been a wonderful evening, and I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting new people as well as my faithful followers and supporters who come and join my live every single night. You are all totally amazing. And I love doing what I do because of all of you. So thank you so much. Oh, you're more than welcome. Vicky is so welcome. I'm so glad that you were able to get that message through. So I'm going to say goodnight to everyone. And I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow evening for another reading session. As I said, usually I do readings every 2 nights. But just for this week only, I'm going to be doing a reading every single night. If there's an occasion that I'm not live, it's usually because my partner is taking me out. He often surprises me. So like yesterday, I was supposed to do a reading, and we went out instead, and we didn't get back till later on to do a reading. But if we've nothing on, I will be here every night this week until Sunday, and then Sunday is my guided meditation night here on TikTok. So thank you everyone, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. You're all amazing. You're more than welcome. Good night everyone, and have a wonderful evening. Till tomorrow, love and blessings to everyone.